So I get asked a lot about how to track your cycle and how to know when you're ovulating and just be aware of it as kind of a means of natural birth control and not taking a pill or using like an IUD or something. So I figured since I'm ovulating right now, it's fresh in my brain, and I just figured it was a good time to make a video. If feminine reproductive things are not your jam, just skip over the video. But kind of the first thing that is a clue to me that I'm ovulating, first of all, I guess your period is day 1 of your cycle, and usually women have like a 28 to 32 day cycle, just depending on your body. And I know that women typically ovulate within like 10 to 14, 15 days after the period. Mine is different every single month. Like, I've been tracking my ovulation for over a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. And it's just very different. Sometimes it's right after my period, which is really like 5 days after my first drop, I'll say. And then sometimes it's 10, 11, 12, 13 days in. It's never the same amount. And that's just why I wouldn't really trust an app that's taking that data for you, because they're using that data that you are entering in to guesstimate when your cycle is going to occur, and that's just not accurate all the time. So you are your best predictive method of when you are ovulating, because you're going to feel it and you're going to know. So number 1 is you're gonna feel like extra juicy, I'll say, over maybe like a 3-day period. And for me, like day 2 of that, where you really need like a spare set of underwear like every 8 hours or so. Usually in the second day of that, I start getting a cramp, and usually it's on one side of your body. It's typically on one side because you only have one egg that drops, and it either drops from the left fallopian tube or the right. So that's kind of an indicator too of like, it's not a period cramp, where period cramps are kind of in the middle, and then ovulation cramps are kind of more on the side. And I just feel that, and really in that window of like a day before you're ovulating and then the day after, that's kind of your most fertile window for the entire month. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you just, once you are really tapping into your own cycle and you are trying to be aware of it, it just clicks with you, and you know, like, I know instantly when I'm ovulating, I know when I'm about to ovulate, I know when my period's about to start. Like, I'm just very in tune with my own cycles because I've been keeping track of it for so long. If you're just starting out on this journey, I would highly recommend writing it down on a calendar. Like, I write a 1 on the day that my period starts, and then usually I write like ovulation juices, and then whenever I feel that cramp, I write ovulation. So that just kind of gives you your own data to be able to look back at and kind of see how your cycle fluctuates, and really realize it's never the same. You're never going to ovulate exactly on day 10. At least that's not how it is for me. Maybe that could be how it is for some other people, but I hope that helps. I hope that gives you good info, and happy ovulating.